What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Billionaire Britt. It is currently 3:44 a.m. 3:44 a.m. We are trading London session, kill zone. I'm in the trade right now. I'm a little skeptical about it. I'm in for a buy on US 30. Even though we're at an hour 4 bearish fair value gap. Let me show y'all what I see. So this was my original analysis. I wanted the price to come to the fair value gap, but it looked like it's not. I don't know. I mean, it probably still will. We took a sell side liquidity right here, right? So as you can see, we didn't just straight break through it with big wicks. We just wicked it. So even though I was originally bearish because we came from this fair value gap, this bearish daily fair value gap, once we took out this sell side liquidity, I was like, maybe that's the liquidity we need to go up. Like, maybe it's not finna come into that bearish fair value gap. And you take the lowest body to the highest body of this price swing. And we get equilibrium, right? So this is equilibrium, right? So we know anything below equilibrium is the discounted price, and we want to buy at or below. And you see, we came below equilibrium and with that sell side liquidity. So I'm like, okay, we probably gonna be bullish. You know what I'm saying? We probably gonna take our previous day's high. You go to the hour 4 chart, as you can see, we inside of a bearish hour 4 fair value gap. We took our previous day's low, right? We took our previous day's low, and I'm like, okay, is we going to take out previous day's high? Then I go down to the 1 hour. It just looked like, I don't know, man. It looked like we may respect that joint. And then another reason why I switched to buy, cause look, when we broke Asia's high, we didn't just break it, and then like we didn't do like a stop rate kind of thing and come back into it on the hour 1 chart. We broke it with a big, expansion candle. You know what I'm saying? We'll go down to the 5 minute. But it might, if it respected hour 4 fair value gap, I can't even get mad. But my strategy is, my new strategy, I trade between 3 to 4 a.m. So let me mark out 3 o'clock right there. And then, well, I trade 3 to 5, but I enter between 3 to 4. So between 3 to 4 a.m., I want to see a price coming to a 5 minute fair value gap. So if I'm bullish, I want to see a 5 minute fair value gap. So I'm gonna take this fair value gap off right quick so y'all can see what I drew. So you see this, I drew out. So when I came to the chart, I seen that we created this 5 minute fair value gap right here, right? So once I seen that and we price came into it and it started taking away from it on this expansion candle right here, that candle right there, I simply bought. So basically, I want to see if price is going to hold with this 5 minute bullish fair value gap. And you see this orange line, that's a change in state of delivery. I want to see, like, price wicked it. And how I used to trade, I used to be like, man, if it wicked, that's still a break. But now, the way I trade, I want to see, even though I entered, I still want to see it close above this orange, above this change in state. So I want to see price close above this orange line. As you can see, it's been wicking it, and I don't like that. I don't like the wicks. All I need for it to do is close above it with a 5 minute candle. Once it does that, I'm going to know that my trade is good and my trade is going to go to TP. Right now, we negative. Like I said, I went on a losing streak. My account was at 50. It was at 52,000. And I was 2,000 away from passing the challenge. And then, boom, I went on a losing streak. So I mean, I might get stopped out on this one, but one thing I learned from going on my losing streak is don't change nothing. So if I get stopped out, two things that I'm going to do. The first one is I'm not going to place another trade today. And the second one is I'm not going to change my strategy. So those are the two things that I did do when I went on my losing streak, and it made the losing streak, it made me lose more money in the losing streak than I was even supposed to. My account at 48,000. When I went on that losing streak, I was at 52,000. My account should still be at like 51,000. You get what I'm saying? So it's like 51,200 or 51,400. So it's like I lost more money than I was supposed to doing what? Revenge trading and changing my rules, you know? So now I have a solid rule. I have a solid thing that I'm doing. I'm looking to enter between 3 to 4. And if you want me to be real with you, bro, I found out. This is what I found out. I found out between 3 o'clock and 3:30, I get my entry for the most part. And as you can see, this 5-minute bullish fair value gap, price came into it at 3 o'clock. And then it started pushing off before 3:30. So this could have been my entry if it's going to hold. And then now we came back into this second bullish fair value gap right here. So let me make that darker. So this is the second bullish fair value gap. Like I said, if I get stopped out, it's all good. So you can see that new bullish fair value gap that it created after 3 o'clock, but before 4. So this low key was supposed to be my entry as well, right here. And like I said, we are inside of a bearish hour 4 bearish fair value gap. So if it drops, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? I just thought that we was taking our previous day's high, you know, but maybe I should have waited to let it conform out some more. But I mean, this is how I trade, bro. I traded this way yesterday. I made money. So if I lose money, y'all gonna know right here, right now. All right, we back in profit. His range was, you know, doing this thing basically, but it basically conformed to that new 5-minute bullish fair value gap like I was expecting it to do. And it also closed above this change in state of delivery. It closed above these consecutive down close candles, right? This retracement, it closed above it right there. So once it did that, I'm like, okay, we should be in the clear. Like my trade should be basically good, basically. So that's a new 5-minute fair value gap. So I basically just, one thing I like to do is when prices going in my favor, I like to just keep drawing out any bullish fair value gap that it creates if I'm buying, and any bearish fair value gaps that it creates if I'm selling along the way to my TP. I just like to do that. I just like to look at it. I look at it like steps. Like you see, go up, retrace, go up, retrace. Like I just look at it like steps. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, basically we aiming right here, this green dotted line, which was a 2-to-1 from where I was, where my stop loss originally was. I was originally risking like 330 on this trade, but now I'm only risking 248 because I moved my stop loss below the low of this first candle that created this new 5-minute fair value gap, because I seen that we respected it and it went up. So once I seen that, I was like, okay, let me move my stop loss to right here. So that's my new stop. I kept my TP the same. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to just keep it where it's at. So basically, we're just going to see what happens. We're going to see if we can get TP. I normally take some money off when I'm like at my risk. So when it gets to 300, what I usually do would take off half the position. Like I would basically solidify some profits. I think I'm going to still do it. Yeah, I was finna say I'm not going to do it, but I think I'm going to do it. When it gets to 300, when it gets to what I was risking, I think I'm gonna take off some. Like I'm not gonna take off half. I think this is a 7-lot trade. I'm gonna take off 3 or even 2. I'm gonna take off 2 lots. I'm gonna take off 2 lots, and I'm gonna let the rest run to hit TP. So we're gonna see. It's all about what the market's gonna give us. So is it gonna even give me an opportunity to do that? You gotta basically trade your strategy and you have to wait for opportunity. So I waited for the opportunity to enter between 3 and 4. That's my entry. So there was one opportunity, 3 to 4. Right? There was one opportunity. The next opportunity is if price gets to $300, I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even, and I'm gonna take off like 2 lots for my 7 lot trade. And that I do that because like I really hate like the whole concept of moving your stop to break even, and then like let's say you get stopped out and then it go all the way to your take profit. But see, if you trade like this, you can move your stops to break even and take off some of the position. It don't even got to be half. It could just be some of it, 1 lot, 2 lot, just something. So you, even if you get stopped out at break even, you like, okay, at least I took off X, Y, and Z before I got stopped out at break even. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I think. So yeah, we just gonna see what it's gonna do. Right now is dropping, possibly dropping to that new 5-minute bullet fair value gap that it just created to go up. So yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all updated. All right, so we went to 150 in profit to 147 negative. You see it's by my stop loss. So one thing I was doing when I was looking at this chart, I noticed something. I was like, man, I should have waited. I should have entered for a buy based off of this second fair value gap that was created versus this big green one. Because if I would have waited for this one and entered at a buy of it and put my stops where I normally do right there and aim for a 2-to-1, look, it would have gave me a 2-to-1. 5, 10, 15, 20, well, 5, 10, 15, like 20 minutes. I would have been out the trade already. So I'm like, dang, I should have been patient. When I woke up, I entered on this impulsion candle because I thought it was respecting this 5-minute bullish fair value gap. So when it was coming up out of it, I bought. I'm like, okay, between 3 to 4. But really, my entry should have been right here at this bullish fair value gap. Price came in 2, I should have bought. And then aim for a 2-to-1, risking 250. I would have made my 500 already. But look, it's like, even though, you know, now I'm having to deal with this. And it's about to, it look like it want to go stop a nigga out, man. So, yeah, it look like we finna get stopped out, which is cool. At least I was able to move my stop loss to 250 before I got stopped out, because at first I was risking like 315. So, you know, it's all about saving your money. So if I get stopped out, we're not gonna place another trade today. I mean, I seen what I seen. I did see that we was at a bearish hour 4 fair value gap, which is this white block. So I'm like, if it drops, I can't even get mad, you know? And I just straight up disrespected this bullish fair value gap. It broke through this one, but it didn't close through it. I basically got in my mind that I'm gonna get stopped out, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I'm just waiting. If I don't get stopped out, cool. But like I said, the only reason why I say I'm gonna get stopped out is because if it drops, I won't be surprised, because we're at an hour 4 bearish fair value gap. Like, we are literally at an hour 4 bearish fair value gap. So if it was to drop, I can't be like, oh, why did it drop? I literally know where price is at. I was just bullish because on the daily time frame, we took our previous day's low. You get what I'm saying? And you know the bullish time frame is higher than the 4 hour. That's all that was. But if it respects the 4 hour, then it just respected. But you can see, I mean, I already told y'all why I was bullish. But you got this sell side liquidity that was taken out. You see? It wicked it. So I'm like, okay, we just took our sell side liquidity. What's the next area of liquidity? This external, we got this internal. We got this fair value gap. And then we got these highs up here. And then this yellow line is equilibrium of this whole price swing right here. This whole price swing up, this equilibrium. Like I said, you want to be buying at or below equilibrium because it's a discounted price. So, like, those are the reasons why I entered. So I can't even be like, oh, man, you know what I'm saying, your analysis, blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, I had logical reasons for taking a buy, even though we had a bearish hour 4 fair value gap. So we just got to see how it holds up. We're at -63. We gotta see how it holds up, that's all. All right, what's going on, YouTube? I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't going to finish this video, but I'm just gonna finish it. I'm just gonna keep vlogging. Honestly, I lost, like, the trade I took this morning, hit my stop loss for 250, and I just wasn't in the mood to record no more. But I'm like, man, I got people depending on me. People come to my channel and want information. They want to see the real. So I got to give them the real. So I'm going to finish the vlog, man. But right now, I'm about to eat with my daughter. Got salad. Got the sparkling water. The lady said it's good, so we're going to try it out. My salad has tomatoes. It has cucumbers. It has they got ginger, lime, ranch dressing, and a croissant, and I don't know if I said shrimp, lobster, spinach, mushrooms, black olives, and we got a fruit bowl for Zari. And I got my daughter right here. Say hey, Zari. Hey, Momo. But yeah, we finna dive in and eat, man. We got her some grapes, some strawberries, and some mandarin oranges. But yeah, man, I took that trade this morning. The market's been moving crazy lately. That's one thing I can say. The market. That is so good. The market has been moving crazy. But I'm gonna talk to y'all when I get out here. I don't want to get copyrighted and this music playing. All right, y'all. So we just finished eating. Still got my drink. Got some food to go. This place right here, that's not a place we came from, but I have been here multiple times. It's a very good spot. It's like a Korean barbecue type of place, type of joint. They got some good food in there. It's like where the grill is inside the table. You cook the food like in front of you and all that BS. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so basically back to what I was talking about. I was basically saying, like, I really didn't feel like recording because the trade that I placed, I lost. So I'm like, man, I don't feel like recording. I don't want to show them that I lost. But I'm like, bro, people lose. They just don't show it. Everybody loses. Just like when I get a Lamborghini, when I get an Audi RS7, when I get everything that I want, traveling out the country, in and out, I'm still going to be losing trades. So that's what I thought about. I'm like, bro, when you get your Lamborghini Aventador, because I want the Lamborghini where the doors come up. Sorry, you gonna let me speak, oh boy. But what I was about to say, I want the Lamborghini Aventador, I want the Audi RS7, I want a Ferrari F88 Spider. So I was telling myself, like, bro, when you get all these cars that you want, when you live in a lifestyle that you want to live, you still gonna be losing. You're just gonna be a good loser. Bro, let that sink in, bro. Somebody who doing better than you in life, you don't even know, like, they fail more than you. They fail enough to learn. And they fail enough for it to change them as a person. See, you like, oh man, he perfect. They call him Mr. Perfect. He perfect. He's so perfect. The way he mark up his charts, his analysis, his lifestyle is so perfect. You don't know that man have failed so many goddamn times that it don't even make no sense. So he appears perfect because he learned from his failures. He learned from his mistakes. He didn't let the mistakes bring him down. He used them as stepping stones to reach higher grounds. You get what I'm saying? He used it as stepping stones to reach higher grounds. So I'm not saying get used to failing, but low-key get used to the feeling of it, because like failing makes you stronger and it makes you better. Like the old me would have went in the charts New York session after I lost in London, and I would have tried to get it back. And I actually was about to do that today, but I didn't. Why? Because I learned from my mistakes. That was a mistake. When you do it one time, it's a mistake. 2 times, it's a decision. So I was happy. I'm marking up the chart at 8:30. I'm marking up chart finna trade New York Kill Zone, knowing damn well I ain't supposed to be trading, knowing damn well even though I lost in London, that was my only trade for the day. I only placed one trade per day. So as soon as I was finna press buy, the market dropped. And I'm like, see? I didn't press buy. I wasn't gonna press. I was just marking it out to see if it comes to the level. I wanted to see how it was gonna react to it. And I wanted to see if I would have entered, would I have made money? And the answer is no. So I would have caused myself to go down another loop of losing and failing and thinking I don't know how to trade, when in reality, just sit out the markets. If you lose, sit your ass down. If you win, sit your ass down. Sit down. Stop being so hyper in the market. Stop. Oh, I gotta place a trade. The more trades I place, the more money I made. No, the more trades you place, the more money you gonna lose. The fuck. So it's like, if you got a strategy and you got a time loop, just do it in that time loop and let everything play out. Let everything work out on its own. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to be out here placing too many trades. So I learned from my mistakes, y'all. It's like, let me see what time it is. It's 1:05. It's 1:05, bro. The old me would have been placed the trade, bro. Like, when I say bent, bro, I would have been trying to get my money back so bad. And it would have caused me to lose even more, because I would have not been, like, emotionally stable to listen to what the markets is telling me or to see clearly. When your emotions are involved in your trading, you cannot see clearly. You see things that are not real. You see things that align with what you want to happen. You don't see reality. Once you remove emotions away from trading, take the emotion out, dig in, go out, take it out. That's when you start seeing clear. You ever heard that song? I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. You can see clearly now that them emotions gone. Once them emotions is gone in the markets, you can see clear as a sunny day looking at. So it's like, don't be an emotional trader. If you lose, take the L. Sorry. If you lose, just take the L, bro. Like, you lose one trade, just take it as an L. See, like, why you lost. Because in order to win, you got to know why you lost. I really think that my daughter is talking over me on purpose. Like, she got her legs up, all type of shit. Uh-oh. You say, maybe if you put your feet down and sit up straight. But yeah, man, remove them emotions so you can see the charts clear. And to all my traders out there, I just want to tell y'all that one loss doesn't mean you don't know how to trade. I keep saying that on every video, bro. One loss does not mean that you do not know how to trade. You place a trade, you lose 300. You place a trade, you lose 500. That do not mean you don't know how to trade. The way that I'm trading to pass this challenge, I'm risking $250 per trade. If I lose a trade, this does not mean I do not know how to trade. It's gonna happen. That's why I'm risking only $250. Bro, I can make $1,000 in one trade easily. So with that being said, if I only place one trade a day. So let's say I trade Monday through Friday, and I get every trade wrong. That's $1,250 loss, right? I can literally come back to the markets next week on Monday and still risk the same, still keep my risk the same, because your risk is a part of your strategy as well. Some of y'all be changing y'all risk. That's changing your strategy. I hope you know that. Keep your strategy the same, everything, every part of it, even the risk, until you see consistency. I can come back to the markets on Monday and place a $250 risk trade and make $1,000 or $1,400 in that one trade. I can literally make all my losses back from the previous week, plus a little extra $400 in one trade, or extra $200 in one trade. You get what I'm saying? So that's how you have to look at trading. I can get a 1 to 4, 1 to 6 easily. So when I lose and I'm risking 250, I don't get mad. I can make that back in one trade. I can literally lose a week in a row, or I can lose 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, that's $2,500. I can literally lose $2,500 in the time span of 2 weeks. And let's say I go back on the winning streak and I'm making $1,000 per trade. I can make $5,000 in a week. So I just made everything that I lost in the past 2 weeks. I just made it in 1 week, plus extra $2,500 with 5 trades. And that was only aiming for 1,000. If I aim for 1,400 or 1,500, it'll be even more. But you get where I'm going with it. That's how you gotta think, bro. That's literally how you gotta think. That's the only way you gonna stay above. But we at Atlantic Station with it. Yes, sir. But yeah, I'm finna probably get out of here. I've been here for like 2-3 hours. We're gonna do a trade recap when I get back to the crib. Probably gonna be later on tonight, possibly. But when I have time today, I'm gonna do a trade recap of the trade I took this morning. And y'all gonna be able to see clearly what I'm talking about, as far as like that shit went to my TP almost and it stopped me out. I wasn't woke, so I wasn't able to take my partials off. I wasn't able to move my stops to break even. So I took that $50 loss. So it'd be like the little small shit like placing a trade and going to sleep if you a scalper, or having your take profit too far and not listening to your rules. Like, it'd be like little small shit that can cause you to never be a profitable trader. It'd be like small shit, like super small shit. So if you critique and you fix those small things, it ain't nothing but success, man. But yeah, it's your boy Billionaire, bro. We finna get out of here. My daughter talking her ass off. We finna get out of here, and we're gonna do a trade recap when I get back to the crib. Hey, y'all, so this is the trade that I took this morning. As you can see, your brother got stopped out. Your brother got stopped out big time. So basically, I got these 2 long positions because I wanted to show y'all. So this second one, the one where the TP all the way up here, that was my entry. So I entered right here, and I put my stop loss right here, and the 2 to 1 was up here, right? So what I found out was, if I would have entered when price came back into this 5-minute fair value gap and put my stops in the same spot below this first candle's low right here and aim for a 2 to 1, it would have hit my TP. But instead, price was coming away from the 5-minute fair value gap right here, and I bought right here. So you see how like that much space in a risk can change everything. It can change you from making your money. And as you can see throughout the rest of the day, so basically after I entered for a buy, price did come up. It took out London's high around 7. Then we dropped drastically. So we dropped right here. And then we started going up to take out, we took out London's low, and then we went back up to take out London's high, right? And as you can see, it looks like we bullish. So it's like my direction was right, but the market just did a whole bunch of flippy flop, jabber jabby, flobby lobby before it, did what it was supposed to do. But like my bias was bullish. But it's like you could have made money on both biases. You could have made money selling this drop. You could have made money buying this 5-minute fair value gap, getting out at London's high. Well, it wasn't London's high because London wasn't over. I trade London, but you could have got out at 2 to 1. You could have, when price came back into this range and broke through Asia's high, but didn't come to Asia's low, could have looked for a buy in this area and rolled it up here. When it got up here to this sell side, buy side liquidity right here, you could have looked for a sell into this hour 4 fair value gap. it's like every day, bro. Every day the market bias is both directions, bro. Like every day the bias is bullish or bearish. Just find you something and stick with it. Flip a coin. If it land on heads, look for buy scenarios. If it land on tails, look for sell scenarios. You gonna make your money. Trust me. Cause like that's really what it is. But I get my bias from the daily chart if you don't want to flip a coin. But flipping a coin may help, you know. Flipping a coin may help. So yeah, that's all we got for today, man. We're gonna come back tomorrow and see what we could do. It's your boy Billionaire Brick, and we out.